Did you ever think that the way we walk around a grocery store, the way we walk around a grocery store can actually save us money? What? Yeah. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money and More with Jan channel. How are you doing today? To boost my grocery store savings easily, strategically, with little or no effort. And yes, it is true. The way we walk around the stores, grocery stores especially, they are specifically designed to be strategically interesting to grab your attention. Yeah. And if you walk into the grocery store with the hungries, because like you skipped breakfast and you didn't even go to lunch, and then all of a sudden you realize you want to go to the grocery store and you are like really, really hungry. Not a good recipe for the folks who are on a lower budget. So you walk in, right? And what do you smell? All that yummy stuff from the fresh bakery section. And where is that usually located? In close proximity, especially for the hungry folks when you're walking in. You see where I'm going with this. But that's not the only strategic walking spot. The whole store actually is sort of like a strategic walking spot, if you will. Of course it is. They want to make money. It's business, right? Nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to watch your pennies and work within your list, yeah. Did you know that the center aisles of the store has all of those easy process stuff? Yeah. Not necessarily the most healthy either. No. Notice where those things are located. Notice where the fresh produce and the meat aisles are located around the perimeter of the store. And notice where all the catchy signs and the lost leaders and this and that, it is all part of a strategy. So, most definitely, stores are planned that way to maximize business, of course. And by the way, some people hear the term loss leader, but they don't know what it means. A loss leader is this: a store is willing to lose money, if you will, on certain things that will grab a person's attention to get to the store. But, Jan, it doesn't make sense. Why would they want to lose money? But they're not really going to ultimately lose money, maybe on that specific thing to get you in. But at the end of the day, if you shop more, it's going to work out. But why would somebody do that? Well, many folks at the end of the month, that's when their funds are the lowest for many people on a fixed income. But they still want to grab your attention and get the shopper inside the store to spend money. So what do? They put something out there that makes the most sense for them and for you to want to race into that store. Which means one could probably find some really, really interesting sales towards the end of the calendar month. Maybe usually about the third week. Maybe about the third week. So take a good look see in there and see if that may apply to you. Interesting, right? Strategy. Interesting. You don't have to do much other than be mindful of that possibility. Now, a lot of times people don't like to do it, but shopping less frequently can be helpful. Well, why is that? I mean, a month may not be feasible for some people, but maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, every 21 days would be. Well, what's the big bonus about doing that, Jan? Well, let's think about that for a minute. If you shop less frequently, guess what's going to happen? It's going to force the person to use up what they have in their refrigerators, thus stopping or eliminating completely food waste. Yeah, really and truly. And to me, that's a biggie in so many ways and for so many reasons. Yeah. Next. All right, this is something to important to consider. Buying frozen produce, buying frozen produce like the vegetables and the fruit, because especially during the off season times, Purchasing fresh produce of certain things at certain times can be literally extremely costly. For example, it's like trying to buy strawberries in the middle of the winter time and spending a lot more money when you could get them a lot cheaper in the warmer season in the summertime, spring and summer, for example. Next, we could do things at home that will help reduce our expenses at the grocery store, like swapping out expensive ingredients in our recipes. For example, if a recipe calls for a pound of ground beef, cut that ground beef pound in half. Use a half pound instead. Bulk it up with other things, namely rice or lentils or pasta noodles. Yeah. That will significantly reduce the need for so much meat, and it's actually not a bad idea in general in life. Okay, I'm just saying less red meat, not a bad idea. I'm just saying. All right, let me see. All right, be willing to shop around to different locations and price compare. You could do this online. You could do this like just looking at websites, or you could do it on foot. Hey, if you're in an exercise mood, want to stretch your legs around and you don't mind it, look around and compare the prices. You'd be shocked and amazed at the differences sometimes, especially farmers markets. Sometimes people think it's automatically cheaper in a farmer's market to get fresh produce. I'm not sure about that. I guess it depends on where you live. I could tell you this much: farmers markets in the city, in New York City, can be actually pretty costly. I know. Depends. It all depends on your location. I'm just saying. Try everything you can to work with the foods that you have at home. This is a tip that for some reason, and I am not sure of the reason, people tend to overlook. Working with the stuff that they already have. That's why I'm like always on top of cleaning out the refrigerator at least every 7 to 10 days. I want to use up all the stuff that I have before the next grocery haul. I don't want anything to go to waste. And sometimes I get such different meals and experimentations with what I have because of course the meals pretty much vary, and it's sort of like a fun little surprise. It sort of kind of feels like as if it was for free, but it wasn't truly for free because, of course, we pay for the initial food when we buy them at the grocery store. Unless we were gifted with something. Imagine that. Let's say you're gifted with some free food from friends or family, or somebody brings something over. Maximize it. Do other things with it. Don't only have to stick to the original thing. If somebody blesses you with a cooked roast beef, whoa, you could come up probably with a ton of different recipes for that roast beef or roast chicken or roast pork. You see where I'm going with this. It doesn't have to do a lot for you to save a lot. I'm telling you. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more tips and tricks. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And if I have a problem shutting this off, you know the drill. Have a good day. Just click off without waiting. Have a great day, and thank you again. Bye bye.